victory is mine. Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left.
Just a flesh wound.
Look, stop that!
Chicken!
Right!
All right, we'll call it a draw.
Today we'll be playing Stellaris and we'll be trying to do a no conquest challenge. That means we will not launch a single offensive war. Liberation wars are still fine, and under some specific circumstances we can also grab a planet or two, but we can't out and out decide to attack our weaker neighbors. We are also going to be throwing in a little bit of roleplay along with this challenge, of course, and for that reason today I present to you the United Earth government will be attempting to get their revenge on Minimar Specialized Industries. We're going to be playing with one of the new origins from Stellaris First Contact, Payback. This is a challenging origin. We're going to start with 10 fewer pops than normal, which is going to be quite an economic hit. We'll also start with several important technologies, like the ability to build military ships completely disabled. We will be getting two benefits though. The first is a special archaeology site in our system, which is the destroyed battleship of the former invaders. And the second is a bonus in damage to militarily superior empires. And I can tell you, we might end up facing off against just a few superior empires. But this challenge video isn't only a challenge, it is of course also a roleplay. So let's discuss the backstory of the United Earth government and how on earth we got to this point. Well, Minimar Specialized Industries one day came down from the sky and invaded the planet Earth. Now, MSI would like us to believe that our forefathers signed some form of contract. It's entirely untrue. No human would ever be so stupid as to sign a contract giving away all of their rights, I can only assume. But when the inevitable war against these invading despots broke out, we fought back. We recovered some of their technology and we used it to annihilate them in the space above the planet Earth. And in the aftermath of this battle, the myriad governments of Earth that were left over came together in the spirit of unity, which is kind of unheard of for the human race, but let's continue in the spirit of unity and formed the United Earth government. Times, however, were tough. A fanatic egalitarian point of view from the veterans and survivors of this long and bloody planetary war for independence meant that when the government came to distribute its resources, nothing less than a shared society, a shared burden would be accepted by the veteran elites. Elites who I'd like to point out had decided that war or conflict as a means to an end is a ridiculous concept. It is by its nature destructive and destroys what was to be obtained. In the fight for the freedom of Earth, Earth as we know it was entirely lost. But anyway, yes, we're kind of communist. Shared burdens. Ignore the communism part of it today, ladies and gentlemen. We are rationing. We're still rationing ongoing, that sort of thing. That's what we're RPing this with, and a distinct belief that everyone should get their fair share. But of course, to balance that, we need good representation, and thus a robust parliamentary system was enacted by the United Earth government from every level, all the way down to the people on the street. You, the public, are represented. It's kind of a dystopian future, but in some ways it's kind of better than what we've got. Look, let's just go through it. Of course, I've kept humans pretty much the same as the bog standard ones: adaptive, nomadic, and wasteful. You can't seem to help yourselves with throwing your trash in the ground. Pretty unique human trait, that one. Most other aliens would either burn it, recycle it, or just not create trash in the first place, I've been told. But anyway, moving on. Today, we're going for a no conquest challenge. That means I will not be launching any conquest wars. I may claim some systems defensively. Yes, defensive claiming. To fully enforce this, I have taken the pacifist ethic, which means I cannot use the unrestricted wars policy. Also can't do indiscriminate orbital bombardment, but like, that's fine. This means I can only do the liberation or defensive wars policy. I'm going to be going with liberation. You'll see why hopefully a little bit later. We're gonna have some fun with that. And I, of course, a bit earlier did have to somewhat bend over backwards to explain why in the aftermath of this fight on Earth, the people that had just won their freedom through military means decided pacifism was the way forwards. They have decided that. Get over it. We're moving forwards, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to play along at home, these are the settings I'm going to be using today. And speaking of playing at home, let's take a moment to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Odyssey Your Space Your Way by 505 Games. The fate of humanity literally rests on your shoulders in this thrilling space adventure. Build, explore, and manage your crew to collect resources, repair and expand your ship, and upgrade its technology. You can mine nearby asteroids, discover lost alien tech, and defend your ship from a host of alien creatures. You and your crew are responsible for the Ark mothership, and only you can save humanity from a doomed fate. You can try the game out for yourself in early access by following the link down in the description below. And if you're still not sure, you can also check out my recent playthrough of the game, link in the description. The future of humanity depends on you. Will you rise to the challenge in Odyssey, Your Space, Your Way? Legend tells that when the visitors from the stars revealed themselves, they offered us a fair contract, technological enlightenment to be repaid in installments. Turns out the price they wanted were the very people from our world. When our leaders protested, the outsiders turned violent and we fought back. We won, though barely, and only after suffering sizable losses, our scientists have finally reverse engineered the secrets of FTL travel from the ships we destroyed. It's a big galaxy out there, but sooner or later, we're sure to meet our benefactors again. In fact, we're looking forward to it. It's time to get some payback. Allegedly, the human race has even forgotten how to do the scientific method. Don't worry, Ibrahim Kadem is on it, and in only a short time, he's going to tell us exactly how we can do the science again. Good job, Ibrahim. The arrival of the invaders did unite our planet. Now that we have regained control of our destiny, there is work to be done. And Candace Cross knows it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why she is your governor today, tomorrow, forever. We've also got quite a bit of devastation and this nasty debris field. The orbiting debris from the wrecked Minimar ship frequently rains down upon the planet below. Any surface infrastructure will require more regular and intensive maintenance to repair the damage done. The destroyed MSI warship stands resplendent as a testament not only to the strength and ingenuity of our people, but the oppression and hostility of Minimar Specialized Industries. Together, citizens, as one, we will explore the universe and fight fascism or something, probably. With the war over, the needs of our populace must become the priority. Economic might, not military prowess, is what human civilization will be founded on. We're going to have that sweet, sweet plus 25% extra consumer goods so that we can actually have a fighting chance. Larry Doggar, the presiding speaker of the human race, is a space miner that's going to help us set up our initial civilizational stuff, and also a little bit warlike. He does not shy away from conflict, but ladies and gentlemen, courage is not the absence of fear. It's being afraid, yet getting on with the job anyway. With our first interstellar ship built, the UNS Mississippi, a construction ship, debate is being sparked all across the planet Earth on what we should do if we ever find non-Minimar aliens that might not wish us any harm. Some are advocating for establishing friendly relations as quickly as possible, others advise caution, pointing out that our friendly nature is exactly what led us to imprisonment and betrayal. A third, more radical group push for preemptive action. The best way to avoid a second invasion is to hit them first. They say, no more will we bow to the will of the Xenos. Well, we're going to go with caution at the moment. And now that we have peace, we're going to have peace festivals all across the planet. The Triton mining station stands as a testament to human achievement. No more will only the resources of Earth be used to fuel the industries of human ingenuity. A new time of prosperity has dawned for us all. And with this prosperity, it is time to construct our first exploratory vessel and venture out into the cold darkness of space. Salvador Rodriguez will go where no man has gone before. Cleanup crew reporting a successful job. The skies over Earth are now clear. In the nearby Sirius system, our scientists have made a monumental discovery, a planet capable of supporting Earth-like life. A rushed colonization project is currently underway, citizens. No longer will the human race keep all of their eggs in a single fragile basket. This new world will be a haven to all. And if you're enjoying this video, please liberate that like button our diversified network of the Full Enfranchisement Society Party, which now receive 100% of the support of the population, well, they're happy to report that everyone is at maximum happiness. There is no further happiness that could ever possibly be achieved. It's simply bamboozling.
All those in favor? Carried unanimously.
We have a bogey. I repeat, we have a bogey. Unidentified spacecraft. This is the UNS Sojourner. Come in. And the only thing we get back is garbled gobbledygook. In the year 2206, we found a nascent civilization in the pre-FTL era. Above Nokken 3, the UNS Sojourner will be investigating further. We shall not, however, be repeating the mistakes of the past. These people will be protected from outside interference. On that beautiful jewel of a world around the Sirius star, a world called Haven, we found something a little strange. We found what can only be described as a doorway to another dimension. Our crews cleaning through the debris of the destroyed MSI warship have found bodies. Bodies of the ship's crew, or rather, what is left with them. What to do with these remains is a matter of public debate. Some demand we parade them through our cities. Others claim that even villains deserve a proper burial, whereas we are going to present them over to our scientists so as to fully understand the nature of this alien threat. From the edge of the solar system, a small, self-propelled cache entered, loudly announcing its arrival with a signal beacon. Once retrieved, this cache revealed its grim contents. A lengthy list detailing all the military assets we destroyed during the war against our invaders, complete with crew casualties and the estimated value of each destroyed vessel. This will not be allowed to stand. These lies shall be put to rest for good. Allegedly, some form of debt collection agency will be contacting us to settle the matter. Little did humanity know, the arrival of the capsule at the edge of the solar system was the beginning of the end. It continued a long path that had been set in motion hundreds of years before with the arrival of Minimar's specialized industries. If only they had known that this was a harbinger of doom, they may have been more careful in vetting their allies. But alas, they clung to their ravaged homeworld, unaware of the catastrophic events that were about to unfold. The capsule's message became a subject of ridicule, but its ominous presence alone was enough to strike fear into the hearts of all who dared to guess its true meaning. Presiding speaker is now Ji Zhao, who was the leader of almost the only party, the Full Enfranchisement Society. It's 2210, we're going to begin researching corvettes for the first time. The small astrometric lab on our observation post orbiting Nokken 3 has detected a Class 4 asteroid on an incoming trajectory. Unless action is taken, this asteroid will impact the planet's southern hemisphere with enough force to cause an extinction-level event. A national emergency has been declared as the fate of this Nokken nation, completely unbeknownst to themselves, lies in the balance. Our mission of passive observation would typically prohibit us from intervening, but many of our scientists have argued for an exception in this case. To do nothing would mean to condemn the Yuccan society on Nokken 3 to certain doom. Our starbase has engaged with its mass driver. Hopefully that can weaken this asteroid before it hits the planet. Meanwhile, we have made contact with the Council of Tesnar. Fanatic egalitarians, yet distrustful of aliens. Rightfully so, we'd have to assume. Peace be with them, Tesnids. In light of this threat on our borders, in light of the asteroid hurtling towards the people of Nokken 3, an interstellar task force of peace and defense will be established, led by these Ada-class corvette ships. With helpful lasers that can remove obstacles, they will be at the forefront of human exploration.
I intended the dire death ray to be used for good, not evil.
Okay.
To help mankind, not to destroy it.
Please, Professor, stop! I understand!
Just before the asteroid reached the planet, our forces managed to knock it out. What fragments reached the atmosphere burned up safely, but they were witnessed by the pre-FTL aliens of the Yulkanan Society. They do not know, after that light show however, how close they really came to absolute cosmic annihilation. We've just gained complete control of the derelict warship systems. We must now decide what to do with it. Depending on our needs, it could be a powerful asset for either war or research. Presiding Speaker Xia Zhao has decreed, after much soul-searching, after speaking with many members of the community, that a warship would be most necessary to secure our position in the galaxy and continue enabling human sovereignty today, tomorrow, and forever. Right on cue in 2215, the used car salesmen have arrived. We refuse to pay. Bring it on, you evil cretins. Oh, they have more ships than us. We've lost some ships, but overall, we can comfortably say not today. The fight was bloody, the fight was brutal. 20% of all service personnel just died in that conflict. We came out victorious nonetheless. This fresh attack on our sovereignty demands nothing less than immediate action. Clearly, the presiding speaker's path of choosing a restoration of this destroyed MSI warship is the correct way forwards. Together, ladies and gentlemen of the United Earth governments, let us safeguard the future of the human race. The first speaker's fateful decision to rearm the MSI warship would later prove to be wise. As time marched forward, ominous events began to unfold, hinting at a bleak future for the Earth. What those events were, no one could know for sure, but there was a palpable sense of impending doom. The air was thick with tension and unease as people waited anxiously for what was to come. The path of time seemed to be leading towards a dark and foreboding destination, and the rearmament of the warship may have been humanity's only hope for survival. Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of Earth and her associated colonies, I have grave news. Data on the alien vessels we encountered in the Nemolan system was met with a shudder of recognition. Familiar ship designs, marked by an emblem we learned to fear, the winged logo of Minimar Specialized Industries. Our former invaders have been found, and it's only a matter of time until they realize the ships they sighted are ours. Fueled by their own technology, a new contact may be unavoidable. We can avoid repeating past errors. We will be watching them. The restored warship is resplendent and now represents the greatest in firepower our nation has to offer. Coming in with basic strike craft and large mass drivers, its cloaking field is state of the art. Never before have human borders been safer. Well, there's a size 25 relic world just round the corner from our capital, but I cannot conquer it, of course. Silly me. No conquest. Yay, it's great. War broke out on Nockham 3. A small group who had managed to accumulate far too much wealth allowed the entire world to plunge into chaos. We stood by as our policies made clear that we must and did nothing. The war on Nockham 3 is now over. One by one, the defiant revolutionaries fell. As the bodies piled high, the dominant faction continued to profit from a war triggered by their own greed. The status quo has been restored, and cries for revolution have gone silent. This is unacceptable. The Council of Tesnar, whilst allegedly cordial, have been very, very difficult to convince that their xenophobia is simply wrong. For that reason, we're going to impose an ideology war on them. We're commencing wealth redistribution. And through that little portal we found earlier, well, it turns out, yeah, there's a mirror universe back there. Weird, right? Right, here we go. We're fighting them in the capital. We took it, we're taking it back, we're going to knock them out once and for all. They are just no match for our recovered asset. The Earth's Navy had believed they had won the battle, but the forces against them were not so easily defeated. Little did they know their enemies had not retreated in defeat, but in preparation for a surprise attack on the heart of human civilization. Heads would roll for the Admiralty's failure to imagine such a devastating strike. The looming threat hung heavy in the air, and the realization of what was to come filled the hearts of all with foreboding as alien warships once more flew above the skies of Earth. Well, they've come back again, but this time our defenses really are ready. Our fighters decided to tell them not today. and we will triumph over them not just with words, but mainly, actually, with weapons. If we can't buy it back, we'll have no choice but to fight. We are so close now to enforcing our ideology on this wayward flock. If but a single more planet should fall, I believe we will be able to achieve peace in our time, and the Council of Tesnar will be no more. There we are. We have forced President Kul Inul to abdicate, and now finally the Council are a representative democracy. We've got the Supreme Alloy. Oh my goodness me. Yes, the people of Nockham, thank goodness we've intervened in their plight, because now we're getting more alloys than ever before. For eons, humanity had believed they were the sole sentient inhabitants of the galaxy, the only vestige of civilization, a solitary beacon of hope in the vast expanse of darkness. Minimar Specialized Industries had shattered that belief. Now, they might not even be the only human civilization. The very idea of another human presence seemed unfathomable. Yet, what if the impossible were true? What if a glimmer of hope awaited them? A true ally in the great cosmic unknown? When we first made contact, we marveled at the speed with which they deciphered our language. We now understand why. When our former masters tried to bend us, they kidnapped our people. Some of these unfortunates wound up on an MSI ship. To their lasting credit, along with the other indentured assets on board, they mutinied, crashing onto an uninhabited planet. This brave act of rebellion eventually resulted in the birth of the Human Star Alliance. We have a common enemy and a shared history, and perhaps we can forge a future free from oppression. Together, we have set aside our differences and formed a defensive alliance. Along with the likes of the Council of Tesnar, the Malgawel Interstellar Union, and the Tekaran Sentients, our allies grow thick and fast as we prepare for the inevitable war that is to come. Though this is costing us quite a lot of influence. Oh goodness me, it's going to be worth it though. Breaking news, Minimar Specialized Industries has just issued a trade embargo against the United Earth government, restricting all transactions. Unsurprisingly, we're now gearing up for the fight that must be coming. Minus 3,500 proposed secret fealty. Are you kidding me? What could that be? They really don't want us to be in charge. I see. A bit rude, really. In 2244, the scientific community of Earth made a tremendous discovery. We cloned a healthy population of gargantuan slugs from fossilized DNA, reaching maturity within weeks and weighing up to 20 metric tons. They have developed a primitive level of sapience responding to simple one-syllable commands. Though they have yet to show any violent tendencies, they produce a thick toxic mucus when vexed, and their hue seems to shift with their mood. The research team has named them Azizians for the hissing sound with which they communicate amongst themselves. Now, it would be wrong to put these creatures in a zoo or to force them to do labor. Instead, we will give them a job within the Freedom Corps. As if there weren't already enough humans out there in the galaxy thanks to Minimar Specialized Industries. We've now met the Commonwealth of Man. The United Earth government does share a past with the United Nations, and apparently that is the government that the Commonwealth of Man remembers. They left Earth during a chaotic period on the Ulysses Ark ship, probably around the same time as the invaders came. They assumed we had destroyed ourselves in another world war or fallen victim to the alien invasion. Yet here we stand united as one people through time. Together we will greet the Commonwealth of Man as friends and equals. While Minimar Specialized Industries is allegedly overwhelming, superior, and overwhelming to us, we're not going to let the public know that yet, though that would be bad. Yes. Again, the debt collectors come and we will not pay. Bring it on. Our freedom forces are better than ever, and we shall not be overthrown. But with that, Minimar Specialized Industries has decided to declare war upon us. The great war that we feared has now come. We will never bow down to them again. We are calling in every ally, every defensive agreement, every favor ever taken, and together, as a united galaxy, we shall throw down these oppressors. Hopefully. Our listening post in the Fianita system watches anxiously for any signs of enemy movement. The border is set. We must see them before they arrive in order to muster an effective defense. We may have to declare war on the Jetma Dominion in order to push through the enemy space. At present, they keep opening and then closing their borders to us, which is entirely unpalatable. And we have contact. I repeat, we have contact. We are going to form up, ready to fight this enemy. And we have not one but two fleets totaling 20,000. That is some scary stuff. Mainly a Corvette-focused fleet. And we now go live to the parliamentary chamber where presiding speaker Ji Zhao addresses the nation on the nature of these invading Minimar forces. We shall fight on our soils. We shall fight in the heavens. We shall fight in the asteroid belts and in the hyperlanes and in the nebulas. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength amongst the stars. We shall never surrender. Let's see if we can catch them and convince them to attack in the Sirius system where our defenses are. Our core worlds are protected by the Sirius defensive outpost as well as the outpost in Alpha Centauri. These stations have a defensive zeal. God bless all those on Fianita, the first casualties in a brutal and long war. We're also going to have to declare an ideology war in order to break the Human Star Alliance out of their funk. The Jetma Dominion have closed their borders to a majority of the defensive fleets we have mustered. As the Human Star Alliance passes over its first speaker to a Magonid, a non-human, the wolves are closing in. We will move forwards united in purpose and attempt to take on these enemy forces. Oh no, they've decloaked in Alpha Centauri. I repeat, Alpha Centauri is under attack. All forces must converge on Alpha Centauri at once. Did we just lose it? We just lost Alpha Centauri. The Alpha Centauri station is down. They have entered the Sol system. I repeat, enemy forces are now in the Sol system. They have frigates. Oh my goodness me.
All power to forward shield.
Sol station is falling. Mayday, mayday. Earth is under bombardment. They're raiding. Damn it. They've just abducted a robot from Earth. We cannot allow this. The Alliance has engaged above the Earth. We've engaged one of the devices. They just went FTL. Sol station has been recaptured. Moving out now onto Alpha Centauri. Let's take them on again. The combined fleets shall not waver. We built Alpha Centauri strong. It's taking a lot of forces to whittle this thing down. Habitats or star fortresses? It's a difficult decision. I think habitats will serve our cause better in the long run. Darn it, these cloaked forces are a nuisance behind our lines, knocking out our stations, disrupting trade. They must be put to bed. We need detection technology. I never thought I'd say this. We didn't just claim the capital of Minimar Specialized Industries. We decided we needed it for research purposes. 8 years into this long and bloody war, the presiding speaker Ji Zhao has died of apparent natural causes. The electorate now stands poised to push Candace Cross, currently governor of the Earth sector, into the premiership. Oh, and the Church of Jeff would like to form an embassy for the future betterment of Jeff-human relations. Excellent. As predicted, the leader of the Full Enfranchisement Society has won the presidency. Other members of society are a little upsetty spaghetti about what's been going on, but, you know, we'll just suppress them. I think we're going to catch them with their proverbial pants down. And we did. We caught them literally in space. We destroyed a few ships, but it will be worth it in the long run. We simply need to get this fleet through into Minimar space, and then we will have victory. Okay, there's quite a force coming for us. This could be bad. We're going to form up ready for them. Set focusing crystals to maximum. All fleets coordinate on my mark. Engage. To do or to die. Kawanele, Yibip, him, this guy. Oh, that is glorious victory. We are burdened with glorious purpose, my brethren. They brought the big guns in now. In come the battleship class. Okay, this could be dicey. There's only 3 of them. Is that something I'm hearing? No, nothing. Couldn't be anything. And that is another presiding speaker dead. Oh no. The commander of the First Fleet is now putting his hat into the ring for the presidency. It could have disastrous implications for a lot of things in society, I suppose. Yes, and the First Admiral is now leading our entire nation in this time of war. Well, the First Fleet is having some problems there. We did lose quite a few ships, I think. Only one? Maybe only one. Job well done. I'm getting a bit of a headache actually. That was a bit weird. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, we got 20k coming in. This could be dangerous for us actually.
Reactionaries engaged. Starbase lost.
Solid victories though. Huzzah! Our forces are starting to run a little thin as we approach the front lines here. Oh crikey, they paid for mercenaries. Luckily the mercenaries are overblown in how strong they are. Let's push in to the final hurdles. We're gonna get to their capital worlds and take them. Here we go. More death and destruction to the enemy. There is but one system left before Itza, the capital, and we are engaging. One fleet down. Transport's taken out. Is this another fleet? That's another fleet down. Excellent. We're taking some considerable losses, though. It was a bloody day, a red day, and they have the indecency to send slave armies to fight us. How despicable. So far, they have lost 367 ships, and our combined allies have lost only 68. Come on. Survive. Yes, the reinforcements arrived. Just in the nick of time. Right, we're going to achieve war goals on this first war. Okay, this is... right, we've liberated 2 worlds. Remember, they declared war on us, so it's fine, Right, we're putting these folks to residence. These people were evil, and we're not giving them voting rights. Gosh darn it, they need to earn it. They need to prove their loyalty to the regime. Right, let's try and fix our economy. Yeesh, Babadook. I think a good first step here could be to become masterful crafters. We can't afford it. We're not unified enough. Damn it, presiding speaker Kwanele Zangwa. You failed us for the last time. The war against Myanmar's specialized industries had been won, and the old capital of the ruthless megacorp now lay in human hands. Finally, the people could rebuild and look towards the future. Yet the call for peace was a dangerous one, for it often bred complacency and weakness. Hard times had created strong men. Strong men had created peace. Peace creates weak men, and weak men in turn create hard times. In these times of safety and prosperity, humanity had failed to take measures to ensure their own protection. They had grown too comfortable, too sure of their own safety. Little did they know that their enemies were already gathering, waiting to strike when humanity would be at its weakest. The winds of change were coming, and with them, a darkness that threatened to engulf them all. This speaker may have been a speaker of war, but we now need a speaker of peace, one who can unite the new peoples in all of their various factions. Goodness gracious me, the Imperialist faction are very happy with us. We didn't conquer them, we liberated them from Myanmar specialized industries, darn it. We would never conquer anyone, but a small amount of liberation is very reasonable. We've got 10,000 alloys though, that's not so bad. Together we will build a brighter future, comrades. Who even is this? Who are you? Well, I'm glad you're guaranteeing my independence, but who are you? Why have you come? I'm thinking becoming a meritocracy would be the way forwards. Shared burdens, parliamentary system, meritocracy. The first amongst equals. Equals amongst firsts. Seconds, thirds. Tasty, tasty dinner. We're losing so much energy. I think we're going to have to re-employ the clerks at this point. I don't want to do it, but I have no choice given the unemployment massive problems across the empire. This should solve pretty much everything though, sadly.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Aha, battleships. Excellent. Oh, here come the debt collectors one more time. Wasn't I building some ships somewhere? I remember building ships. Oh, I built them over here. That was smart. Very smart. Earth may be under bombardment, but what we have to ask ourselves is it really a problem? It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. Just stay in your emergency shelter rooms, okay?
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
We're engaging the hostiles.
Ships upgraded. She has progressed.
Well, that's a problem. We're losing our neighbors to vassalization requests. Oh my goodness me, there's too many voices. Somebody turn that thing off. Everybody has mind voices now. It's happened. We all have to make our peace with it. Wait a minute, how did this happen? We're at war with Minimar again? The Galactic Sathwerian Imperium declared war on our ally, the Tekkaran Sentients, right? And now we're at war with Minimar Specialized Industries again. Oh goodness me, this galaxy is just red. Burning. Oh, they've got bigger fleets than we do. Well, this is going to be a problem. You know, I was meant to take them over with the wargoal in the last war, and I didn't realize it wasn't that wargoal, and that was kind of the plan. It's interesting how it didn't go well. Okay, this is a problem. We've only got 50k. First speaker is ready. Together we shall engage the enemy. See how it goes. Okay, not good. Very not good. Fall back. All units fall back. Well, you know, you win some, you don't win some. We're falling back on every front here. And they're landing troops, goodness gracious. No, they've got a massive army of slaves and clones. Well, it's been an honor serving with you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put all available forces into battle. The worst bit is we're not even in control of this war. There's basically nothing we can do. If the AI surrenders, we're just dead. Oh no. I think we've got ourselves in a diplomatic situation we cannot get out of, even if we can beat Minimar here with its 100,000 fleet power. Oh, goodness gracious, that is a lot. Where are they going? They're going this way. Our outer defenses are still holding. Terra Nova must not fall. They've almost taken back their stuff. Okay, they're going to go for Alpha Centauri. Forces form up on the other side. Wait, they're splitting their forces. This could be bad. Jumped into the system. Come on. Faster, faster, please, people. Draw them away from the station. We need to keep them away from that station. Goodness gracious. A lot of firepower coming in there. We're not winning this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, they've hit us on the other side. Their torpedoes have come through. Our forces must have been destroyed and routed. Alpha Centauri held, but the rest has not. Oh no. We have managed to trap them in the Haven system, though. A double fortress stronghold maneuver. That should show them. You see, we've now got an FTL inhibitor, and it was created whilst they were still in the system. They're abducting pops. This is bad. This is very bad. I think I'm going to have to have another go at this one sometime. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, the war system has been kind of cumbersome. I'm at 3 wars at the moment. I'm at war with nobody as well. Isn't that excellent? The nobodies of nowhere rebelling against nobody. Oh, goodness. But what do you think about a no conquest challenge? Is it possible, or is it just a boring way to play the game? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Oh, they brought up ground forces, but they won't be enough. We're going to now recruit human clone armies. Oh, they're attacking Haven. That's bad. Haven has fallen, the first human colony created by the United Earth government. Are they just stealing our pops on New Africa? They are? Those sons of guns. Goodness, this is not going well. Wait, we lost Barnard Star. How did they? Oh, of course. Oh, no. We have to defend Procyon. New Roanoke, the alloy world there. It's necessary. Without... Is that? We just lost a scientist. Okay. Okay. We're going to form up and we're going to attack them as one. We've engaged them. We annihilated that fleet, definitely. We inflicted no losses. Oh my lord, we inflicted no losses. We lost 5 ships to none. That's a problem. New Africa is falling. That's also bad.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
We're now forming up on the capital. All available defensive forces are preparing for a last stand. Let's see if we can hold Alpha Centauri. We are engaging. It's only Jehetma forces. They tend to be the weaker of the 2. Or 4, or however many nations we're against. 5. I think we're at war with 6 nations right now. Oh, one of the wars just pieced out. That's good. Where are they attacking? Oh no, they're taking over New Roanoke. Oh, that's really going to hurt our alloy income. Okay. 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 Everybody back to the capital. We hold 2 systems, Alpha Centauri and Sol. That is all that remains of United Earth government space. Procyon Prime has not fallen, though. That's something. With the wolves closing in and the barbarians at the very gates, the first speaker gave a decisive parliamentary address. And if, which I do not for one moment believe, planet Earth or large parts of it were subjugated and starving, then our empire, beyond the stars, armed and guarded by the United Earth Fleet, would carry on the struggle until, in God's good time, the new human worlds, with all their power and might, steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the old. We've begun the fight back. We've just retaken Procyon, a couple of systems. The presiding speaker has unfortunately passed away. It's very, very sad, but we're going to go forwards into the future. Next, Barnard Star, and then some other bits and pieces. Well, that's GG though. There's literally nothing I can do. The United Earth government is gone. The great project has failed. Why, pray tell, did that happen? Why was my empire destroyed? Let's take a little look at the galactic map, shall we? Well, oh, there it goes. Yes, boom, it's gone. So Minimara had claimed the things back. They'd also claimed a few other systems. Their vassal had claimed some of our systems. I don't know why Alpha Centauri is uncolonized. That's weird. And then in their almighty wisdom, the Tekkaran Sentients decided that they should surrender. It reached the right acceptance level, and they did surrender. I mean, we lost. Yeah, we lost. On the other hand, the Human Star Alliance, well, they're doing really quite well, actually. They've got quite a lot of fleet power, easily enough to fight off Minimar or Pithok or the Galactic Sathwirian Empire. It's a shame that they were not called into the war alongside us. That was a really fun wild ride. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on this No Conquest challenge. If you've enjoyed this challenge video and you'd like to see another challenge video where I attempt to play the game without ever leaving my home system, yes, a no FTL challenge, click the video on screen now.